Today we're going to be talking about one of the characters you all have been asking for since the channel began, Soontir Fel. Soontir is best known as an ace pilot, but also has been associated with quite possibly the widest variety of factions of any character within Star Wars in the post-Endor period, having been a part of the Empire, the New Republic, the Empire of the Hand, and the Chiss Ascendancy. I'm also going to be trying something a little bit different here. With the Lumaya video, we ended up with a 16-minute video. Fel's could easily get that long as well, but instead of covering everything at once, I'm going to try to split his video into two parts, splitting it just before Endor. It may work better and it may work worse, so just let me know what you think in the comments. Like so many of the other topics we've covered so far on the channel, Soontir Fel's story begins on Corellia in the year 28 before the Battle of Yavin, or BBY. His family lived on a farm owned by a company called Allied Grain and Roughage, for whom Fel's father worked as a pilot while instilling the values of hard work and loyalty into Soontir. Around 10 BBY, Fel was able to stop an attempted sexual assault on his friend Pamer by Ilan Post, who was the son of a board member of Allied Grain and Roughage. While Post was arrested by Hal Horn, father of the famous Rogue Squadron member and Jedi Master Corran Horn, the director of AGR attempted to prevent Fel from being able to give his testimony at trial by getting Fel accepted to the Imperial Academy on Carida, and threatening his father if Fel did not accept. Ultimately, after talking to Hal Horn, he felt like he had no choice and did accept. While at the Academy, Fel continued to focus on developing the piloting skills he had gained on Corellia, having won several airspeeder races at AGR festivals and covered for his father as a pilot for AGR. The only other pilot able to match his abilities at the Academy was Han Solo, for whom Soontir developed a great deal of respect. His accomplishments on Carida, both as a pilot and academically, gained the attention of many of his superiors, including Grand Moff Tarkin, who was present at his graduation in 7 BBY. As a freshly minted lieutenant, he was given command of a flight within the 37th Imperial Fighter Wing's 6th Squadron, under Captain Lund Tessera on the dreadnought Abrogator, fighting against the Kappa Khan cultists or Lortan fanatics on Lorda. Tessera was hoping to just survive with the final few weeks of his tour of duty, which left a leadership vacuum that Soontir filled, leading to his own promotion to Tessera's position after Tessera was moved to Naval Command. As a captain, Soontir led the squadron to new heights of performance and notoriety within the Empire. When his tour ended, Fel volunteered to remain with the squadron rather than accept a safer promotion into Naval Command. Upon finishing this second tour, Fel was moved into the Naval Command structure directly as a captain of his own dreadnought, the Pride of the Senate, an accomplishment rare for someone as young as himself, and by the year 2 BBY, he was assigned to the Hutt Space Sector Group of Admiral Winstel Greelanx. While serving within this sector group, Moff Sarn Schild attempted to cover his own profiteering from Hutt smuggling by ordering Greelanx and Fel's forces to perform a base Delta Zero on Nar Shaddaa, a moon of the planet of the capital, Nal Hutta. A base Delta Zero involves the full destruction of a planet from orbit, eliminating all life on the planet. This order sickened Fel, but because of his sense of duty, he was prepared to comply. Greelanx's plan to accomplish this struck Fel as incompetent and relied on the Hutts putting up no resistance. Unbeknownst to Fel, Greelanx had been paid off by the Hutts to purposely fail in his assault and retreat, and had also received commands from within the Empire itself to botch the operation in order to discredit Schild, whose ambitions had gained him several political enemies. In the ensuing battle for Nar Shaddaa, Fel was once again put up against his old rival Han Solo, who was working for the Hutts, and when Greelanx called for the retreat, Fel disobeyed his orders and delayed the retreat in order to ensure the safety of his own pilots. The failure of the battle on Nar Shaddaa, while intentional, still led to the death of Greelanx at the hands of Darth Vader, and instead of getting the promotion to command of a Star Destroyer which Fel had hoped for, he was transferred back to the Pressbelt 4 Pilot Academy. Despite being a demotion, Fel took his responsibility to train new pilots quite seriously, and he was responsible for training several prominent pilots who would ultimately defect to the rebellion, including Derek Hobby Clivian, Tycho Chelchu, and Biggs Darklighter. While his success at the Academy once again turned eyes in the Empire on him, including an offer to serve in Tarkin's personal guard unit, the defection of many of his star pupils would once again set back his career. The offer to join Tarkin's guard was rescinded, and he was assigned command of a second squadron within the 181st Imperial Fighter Wing, nicknamed the 181st, under the overall command of the lazy and unimpressive, or at least apathetic, Colonel Evere Derricote. Never one to easily accept defeat, Soontir began to step into the new leadership void within the fighter wing that Derricote left, much like his prior assignment. With Derricote's permission, Phil began to institute new training regimens to his squadron and quickly saw good results from his efforts. At the same time as the Battle of Yavin was occurring, Soontir and his squadron were sent to Ord Benir, which had been overrun by the rebellion. Despite being outnumbered by the rebels, the squadron successfully restored Imperial control to the planet. Soontir once again secured a position as a hero of the Empire, which was eager to promote his success on the day over the failure of the Death Star. This also resulted in the restructuring of the 181st as an elite fighter squadron and rebasing them on Coruscant, although Colonel Derricote remained technically in command above Soontir. The celebration of his victory also led to the introduction of Soontir to the famous Imperial actress Vanessa Starflare, who was secretly Sile Antilles, the sister of rebel ace pilot Wedge Antilles. Despite her connection to Wedge, Soontir and Sile began dating and a year later got married, even though Sile was concerned that people finding out about her identity could ruin both her and Soontir's careers. Over the first 2 years of their marriage, the two lived happily on Coruscant while Soontir continued to run missions with the 181st. They also had their first of 2 children in secret during this period, Davin and Chakfel, who would later be joined in the following decades by the daughters Cherith and Winessa, and other sons Jagged and Shem. Despite all the setbacks he had suffered, Soontir once again found himself at the top of Imperial society. We're going to leave Soontir's story there with this return to grace for today, so I hope you've enjoyed the video. Next time we'll move on to discussing the aftermath of Endor and how Soontir and his family made their way into Chiss society, including how some author confusion seems to have impacted his storyline. If you like or don't like this format of splitting up some of the longer topics into more digestible chunks, please let me know. And as always, if you have any suggestions for future videos, please leave them in the comments as well. I'm finally going to be back from all the extra busy parts of the last month or so after this weekend, so I should hopefully be able to finally jump up to 2 or more videos per week. Eckhart and I will also be starting our Expanded Universe book club on the 30th as well, with Trusa Bakura, so keep an eye out for that. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye. Bye.